This form of pain is actually a form of fatigue. So I'm not really a morning person. It's not because I'm lazy. It just takes... Oh God. It just takes a while before the blood starts to circulate around my neck and shoulders and back especially. So one way in which you can increase the circulation in these kind of areas is just to, just give yourself a little bit of a massage around those kind of areas. It's pretty minimal what it does to help, but massage helps circulation more than anything else. Physiotherapy doesn't help. You've got to get the right physiotherapist who understands fibro and has gentle touch. Get the wrong masseur, that doesn't help either, because they've also got to know what fibromyalgia is like and be very, very careful about what they do, otherwise they could just make it a lot worse. So I'm just kneading my shoulders a little bit just to increase the circulation around them, get the blood flowing again. And then as soon as I can, I have to get out of bed, no matter how bad I'm feeling. Otherwise it'll just get worse. So you can't, it's not like a back injury where you can just like sleep it off, rest more, and then it'll come right. The more you rest, the more that the blood becomes still. The more that the blood becomes still, the less the oxygen feeds your cells, the cells of your muscles, and the less oxygenated, that's where the pain comes from the most, is just the deoxygenation of the muscular tissue. So ideally what you want to do, if you can, if you're healthy enough with the fibro, is get up straight away, go hit a gym, and do as much exercise as you can manage. You have to be careful as well, because if you do too much exercise with fibro, then all you're going to do is just conk out, and you'll be back in bed resting to recover from all this exercise you did, so that you could function as soon as you got out of bed. So I found that, like, if I wasn't careful, that's exactly what the dynamic would be. I spent all my time exercising, or half of my time exercising and the other half of my time recovering from the exercise. new contractor just got back in touch with me, and it's a real relief because this year he's estimated it at being $900 to $1,200 to get the fire breaks done for us, and it's Australian dollars, so I guess it's about 1,300 New Zealand dollars. And the maintenance for the fire breaks will be around 200 Australian dollars a year, which is very reasonable, and that's something that I'm sure both me and my brother can cover easily each year, even if I'm not in the country. So that's all a huge relief. We're very, very lucky that the contractor is here. That contractor also does block clearing and fencing and that sort of thing, so it's good to establish a working relationship with that contractor so that we can continue to use his services in the future, especially if I want to develop the property further and clear some more of the areas, or even, being that security has been an issue, get at least this clearing where the containers are, and get that fenced. I'm not sure, that probably cost quite a few $1,000s to get that done, but getting the clearing fenced is certainly a lot cheaper than trying to fence the entire 25-acre property. So that's where we're at. That's extremely good news. That takes a lot of the pressure off, and that also means that you know, if I need to, things like the driveway maintenance and maybe even the lawns, we can get that contractor to do that as well. But this year I'll just keep on slogging away and do those myself, so that it's easily maintained and won't cost us too much more in the following years just to get that done for us. So yeah, thank goodness got that quote. Hopefully it's 900, but yeah, I also noticed that the pre-authorizations for the car rental bookings have been going back into my account rather than being taken out as payment. I have access to $800 less than I thought I did. There's a workaround for that. I think I can scrape together enough to cover that 800, thanks to my brother stepping up and offering to cover some of these costs, or definitely cover the extra for the fire break. So with a little bit of creative accounting I can sort that out, and then I'll be able to cover the full, I think it was 2,300 for the car rental for the duration. I had a car for pretty much all the time, so that's what I'd have to budget each trip. It's about $2,300 for car rental on top of the airfare. But still, that is what it is. It's either that, or I keep on buying vehicles and they die on the property while I'm away, or they just get stolen. So probably rentals is the way to go, and definitely not doing the fire breaks myself is the way to go. And I'm very, very happy that we found a good contractor. It's Dundee Fencing Solutions, I believe is the name of the company. So yeah, there's some really good news. It's a good way to start the day, and it means my final week I'm not going to have to worry so much about contractors or funds, aside from, like I say, that 800 that I need to sort out for the car rental place that I thought I had access to. But I think I can manage to work around that, and I can easily recoup that when I get back with some work. So yeah, so my day's feeling a lot better. I just started it, you know, now that I've warmed up, now the fibro pain's loosened up a little bit, because agony first when I wake up. So I've just cut down a tree. It looks to me like there's some hopefully uninhabited green ant nests in that tree. So I'm a little bit nervous, but and I have to cut
cut them all apart. The branches are quite large. So a bit of chainsawing, a little bit of disposing of those branches to get them away from the containers, so that again it's not a fire risk. And I think I'll just keep on doing the same. I'll clean up that second driveway, tidy up the main driveway, cut away any timber that's going to be a problem for bringing vehicles in and out of the property, and continue to do the same, just doing these little murals just to make the place feel a little bit more homely and appealing for me as an artist, and maybe in the future for anybody who's staying here as an option for accommodation while they're having their weekend getaways at Dundee Beach for fishing.